The following video is best watched in 60 frames per second and is meant only for Dragon Ball fans. Hey guys, it's your boy Arj back again with more Dragon Ball Super high level analysis, and today we're going to be dealing with something that I ultimately know is going to excite every Dragon Ball fan, and by default all 150,000 plus of you guys here. And this will be a kind of ongoing series until Dragon Ball Super officially announces its return at Jump Festa 2018, which by the way is heavily thought to be doing for a number of reasons. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to go check out my video on this latest revolution a few weeks ago. But right now it's time to delve into just what new arcs are expected to be explored in Dragon Ball Super when it returns. Because on God, we know there are tons, literal tons of things to look into. But as always, this channel is a community driven thing, so I want you to leave your own thoughts and ideas for possible future arcs and series that you personally want to come up, and also the ones which you think are most likely. As always, I will be reading and replying to all of you, so leave your comments down below and don't forget to smash that subscribe button to join the gang and automatically be entered into our monthly console giveaways, all sponsored by Bandai Namco. We've done 6 so far and the 7th is coming up soon, so do yourself a favor right now. But moving on, let's just get right into basics. The most obvious first major arc we will have in Dragon Ball Super 2019 when it returns will obviously focus on the new baddest Saiyan on the scene, and that will most definitely be Son Broly. The legendary Super Saiyan makes his appearance in the new Broly movie in December, sent from planet Vegeta to a frontier planet known as Bumper by King Vegeta for reasons we currently don't know for sure. It may follow the same reasoning as before, that his power level at birth was just too high, but it kind of doesn't fit with the overall narrative so far, as Vegeta as a young boy in the pod is also said directly by King Vegeta to have a high power level that brings pride to the Saiyans. And then there's also the issue that Paragus somehow feels like he needs to get revenge on King Vegeta as a result of sending Broly out there. Now there are theories all on that, but I'm sure I'm going to explore that for you guys in a future video. The main important thing though to take away from this is that this movie has been confirmed to be canon. Meaning just like we've seen in the 2 previous Dragon Ball Super movies, and yes, I'm specifically saying Super, they will 100% be remade and canonized into an actual arc in the main Dragon Ball Super series. Now that potentially is going to be really cool to see, as we already know that the new movie is an entirely new art style. Now some people love it and others hate it. I personally think it's fantastic, but what's crucial is that this could mean the new series will 100% be in this new art style, as with previous movies we've already seen that they just take scenes straight from the movie and repeat them in the main series. But if they were going to do that here, that would look terrible and out of place unless the entire new series followed the new art style. So either the new Dragon Ball art style is completely changed now for good, or we will get a complete remake of every scene in the Broly movie but in the old art style we saw from the Turn of Power. Either way, that would be pretty damn special. Now following the events of the Broly movie, it's unlikely in my view that this will all just play out as something completely unrelated to the rest of the series. We've seen from the trailer, Broly is not a bad guy on his own. He's just another baby Saiyan sent somewhere out of his control, and it's really Paragus who then places the collar on him that makes him follow out his self-confessed dream of making Broly the greatest warrior to get revenge on King Vegeta. So in all likelihood, Broly is most definitely going to survive in this movie and actually joins the Z Fighters, or at least lives to exist within Universe 7 alive. So given the first arc focuses so greatly on the story of the Saiyans, it may very well lead onto the unexplored promise Vegeta gave back in Super to Cabba, that he would make sure Universe 6 was revived, as he did make sure, and that he would then visit planet Sadala in Universe 6 and see the king who Cabba said reminded him greatly of Vegeta. in this trip to Sadala in Universe 6, Broly may even be roped into coming for the sole purpose of understanding more about his power and the legendary form by meeting none other than Kale, the first canon legendary Super Saiyan we ever saw in Super, who was actually able to control her state eventually and regain her pupils and sense. Though her power is much lower than Broly's, Broly and her may have their own mini arc, training together and communicating in order for Broly to finally fully control the demonic powers that take control of him when he goes full power, and with the hopes that once he does achieve this goal, he will now be able to go beyond or rival even Ultra Instinct in power, which presumably will be the power which ends up defeating Broly in the movie. Who even knows, this meeting of the male and female legendary Saiyan may even bring about the long awaited Broly x Kale everyone wants, and could bring about the very first full-blooded Saiyan child born in the main Dragon Ball franchise, but that's got to be well into the future. And besides, we still don't know what relationship Chi will end up having with Broly. Now, with this Sadala arc in Universe 6, there may be a new foe or villain that approaches. One possibility of a new villain is that just like in Universe 7, where continually new more powerful threats are introduced over and over, in Universe 6, which is a sister universe with the same exact races, there will be a new powerful villain too that emerges with great power that Goku, Vegeta and Broly will be able to help Kappa, Kale Caulifla and possibly even Hit deal with. I saw this manga recently, which I may read on here in a future video, where after the Tournament of Power, Frost's brother, Bleed, hears of the mysterious Dragon Balls, objects capable of wishing for anything, and just like the Frieza of our universe, he follows in his steps in search of them to wish for immortality or ultimate power, except just as Cooler was stronger than Frieza, Bleed is far superior to Frost and possesses power that is, in true Toriyama style, inexplicably is enough to challenge Goku, Vegeta and the rest of the Saiyans. Don't ask me how, that's just Toriyama for you. The other more plausible theory for the next Saiyan where the arcs move on to is surrounding the new universes that Android 17 has inadvertently brought back into existence. In particular, the 6 erased universes Zeno got rid of before the Tournament of Power, when he made his wish to restore all universes. Now, if you don't understand that bit, there are actually numerous videos all over the web on this topic, including my own about the possible consequences of 17's wish, so I won't go into them here. But long story short, by reviving these universes, it brings along a huge new plot point, as we genuinely have no idea whatsoever why those 6 universes got erased in the first place, and what kind of beings even existed there. Since Universe 6 and 7 are sister universes, could there be a third sister / brother universe that got erased? We have literally no idea, and if it turns out these universes got erased due to them having a huge human level that was out of control, or due to them being full of evil entities like Merge Zamasu that Zeno just does not approve of, it could very well bring about an incredibly new fearsome foe, potentially an evil god of destruction, or even an evil angel or grand priest that comes to challenge Goku and the Z-Fires. One example of this again is from a fan manga, which I should be reading on this channel soon, where they had the idea of a Universe 19, which was brought back from Android 17's wish. A secret, completely dark universe where the beings seek to overthrow Zeno, which was actually sealed away by the Grand Priest himself without the Zeno's knowledge, as he feared how Zeno would react. With Universe 19 now being brought back by the power of the Super Dragon Balls, an entire complex story then plays out where not only Goku, but the fate of every universe and the gods and the angels themselves comes under threat. But more on that in a future video. So really, the possibilities are ridiculously endless. Anything could happen, and with the Broly movie signaling a change into a deeper and more emotional storytelling, the next few arcs of Dragon Ball could truly be deep and epic in scale. and that's why this series I'm doing, exploring these possibilities, is so damn exciting and new, so join in as we keep this up. But yeah guys, that was it for today's video. As I mentioned earlier, please feel free as members of the DB fandom and this community on this channel to leave all your ideas for arcs, as if they are truly good, I will 100% be reading and responding to them and then bringing them to life in these videos in future for you all to see. So keep your notification bell hit to see your own ideas come up. But before you go, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for anyone new here to enter our monthly console giveaways, where in one click you're entered for life and could be one of the lucky few to get a brand new console for free, all sponsored by Bandai Namco. But until next video guys, cheers.